How is everybody? It's Thursday evening. I think it's around 7:30, something like that. It's 89 degrees. Got up to, I think, 100. Very, very hot. You can tell. I still got it in my eyes. It's one thing about the heat is so draining. It makes it makes me tired. But I went and got a coffee. Um, not a hot coffee. It's in a hot cup, but I had cold poured. But there was this, I was at Fred Meyer's yesterday, and they had this little, yummy. They had this little box, cooler. It's called Arctic Air. So I'll be going home today, or when I get home tonight, because I just went and ate at Sizzler. I wanted to go in somewhere air conditioned. I'd like to go out once a month to a buffet. And I used to go to Izzy's Pizza and their buffet, which actually this Subway behind me, this parking lot that I'm in right now, because I was just at the coffee shop, used to be where Izzy's is. And I live across the street over diagonally, so I used to walk over here. And have a big fat buffet, pork out to where I have to unbutton my button. And I'd walk it off when I get home. Well, on my way home, I would take the long route around, to kind of walk it off a little bit before I got home. But that was fun. And that's when they were cheaper, when the buffets were cheaper too, and had a lot more variety of food. Especially Izzy's, because they had pizza, they had, a dinner, and then they had a big salad bar and ice cream and stuff like that. Sizzler, they have this tiny little salad bar. Now everything's so condensed down. Now they're just trying to sell you big meals. I think the steak meal that was in there was like $19 and something for just one person. The all you can eat salad bar, I think, was now $16 or $17, and a glass of soda. You get a refillable glass, and that's $3.39. I don't even drink a whole glass of soda. I only drink like part of it, and the rest water. I wanted to get that taste of carbon because I don't drink soda. The only time I drink soda is when I go to a buffet or something like that. I don't know. It's just that having that refreshing feeling, that carbonated feeling, I guess. But anyway, so what have you guys been up to? I've been taking some really cool images of my chest. I wish I can get them out a whole lot better. And I took some pictures tonight because there's other images coming out in my facial features. My features. Again, I think it's pretty amazing. I don't know if you remember me first saying it when I first started noticing them, and they're coming out in these images all over the place. I thought, what the heck's going on? And then I tried to show my brother. I was like, can you see this? He's like, what? I don't see anything. I show my mom, I show my family. They just think, oh, he's just a Looney Tune, because I am the black sheep of the family. That kind of, it is what it is, one of those things. But I see why. I know why I am. And so I'm not sad about it because I understand it. I didn't understand it for the longest time, but now I understand. And it's because I'm more educated than they are. I look at education is something that I enjoy. I want to learn more. I want to know these kind of things. I like to read. And my dad's the opposite. My mom's the opposite. Um, my brothers are the opposite, except from my brother below me, Kelly. He's motivated too. But he was just telling me yesterday. I was out at his house because we're looking at his garden. It's getting some stuff. Um, he's got a pretty nice garden, but it's all grown up too as far as grass and stuff. But we were talking about, oh, lost track. I started thinking about my brother. Oh, my brother was telling me, it's just like, I want to learn. I want to learn more. I want to read more. I want to build something. And he's a good builder. My goodness, he can think of a project. He for my nephew or his son, I think it was in sixth or seventh grade. They had this thing at school function. They have it every year. Even when I was going back in the day, they have this like a cakewalk and these fun games and everything. Well, my brother had built all these games, these big games, out of wood and everything, mechanically armed, moved and everything, just off the top of his head. He just thought of it, wrote it down, and goes out and built it. So he's got that type of, and he was showing me things that he's built around his house and stuff. So he's that type of a thinker, that type of a builder. And I was so excited when he was just like, Casey, goes, I look at where my life's at now. He goes, I'm sure I built things, I created things, and we're going on about it. He goes, but I want to learn more. And that's the interesting thing that, I kind of, I don't know how to say, but it made me feel really good that he was like, I want to learn more. I look at my age right now, and I'm not ready to get ready to retire or anything. He goes, I want to build stuff. I want to invent stuff. I want to learn stuff. I want to read stuff, and I'm just like, wow, this is pretty cool. So, when I look at my family, it's me and him, or him and I should say, that are the ones that, my older brother, and then the very youngest half brother, they don't want to know. They don't have the. I guess I can't say that they don't want to know, is they don't have the willpower to want to strive to. They don't have the patience, or I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be hindering them, but most of it's just laziness. Anyway, I just wanted to get a cup of coffee, do a little chit-chatting this evening, and kind of watch the sun go down, but the sun's already down. It's just that the sky is kind of interesting. Let's see if I can show you. That's not sure how well you can see that, but that's sunset, and then you can see the blue. You can kind of see the blue in the background behind me. That's east. So that's west. I just showed you, and this is east behind me. Anyway, I'm sure there'll be something going on. I don't know how to say this, but I'm just so excited because I know for sure something's going to happen. Something's going to happen, but I don't know how it's going to happen. And I'm not a fear of it. I'm not scared of it at all. I'm excited about it. I think I told you guys before, the only thing that I fear, the only type of fear that's in me It's like the type of fear that you have when you like I've told you when I joined the military. Um, I've never left home before, right? I've never been out of the state. I've never been away from my family, besides in my own apartment, but I was still, 10 or 11 miles away. But this was like, when I joined the military, I was gone, even though I got to come back in a couple of years, to visit for like a week and then take off again. It's when you first leave and going into something new and you're around new people and you're doing something that, it's not your normal routine and you're following something else or you're living another life. It's kind of a shock and kind of like what do you expect? What's going to happen, right? Um, and I've noticed that when I leave a job, hoping I'm going to like this next job, and it all works out, or going back to school when I was working and going back to school, you have that fear of that kind of sense of fear too of going into a classroom because that's the reason why a lot of people my age are like, why are you going back to college? I said, I just like to take a class or two. I said, there's nothing wrong with brushing up. I said, plus I like to go to the bookstore and get their workbooks and stuff. I said, because those workbooks, you learn new words, that type of thing. I learned from that. I like doing workbook kind of things. It keeps your mind focused. It keeps you writing and reading and doing an activity. That's how I like to use my brain. And a lot of people look at me, I'd be too embarrassed to go in being at that age. I'm like, I'm only that's why I was in my uh, early 50s, right? I was like, well, that's you, and this is me. And when I went to college, there was a lot of people my age that were there. They even had classes for people in their seniors that were going in taking classes. It was so cool because I was just looking around thinking, wow, this is cool. It's like my mom could come, my grandmother could come. Every college is for all ages. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling on here. Thanks for listening to me. Um, Besides, I'm just kind of watching traffic and jabbing and all that kind of stuff. Have a great day.